Now I'm displaying a slide. I want you to tell me what is going to be the values. Okay. So can you tell me when I say ampersand of x? See, I'm displaying the first one. Ampersand of x is equal to 2001. Is it correct? See, first of all,
Yes.
go through the image. I have declared four variables there. Integer x, which is initialized to 45, integer z, which is initialized to 145, then a char variable ch, which is going to store s, and float f, which is going to store 1.34. So go through the image. What is address of x now? 2001.
2001.
2001.
Correct. If I say asterisk of x, what is going to be the answer?
45.
45. What about this asterisk and x? What about ampersand z?
2005, 2006.
Yes, so we just write the initial value, that is going to be 2005. Then if I say asterisk in the bracket ampersand of z,
145.
145.
we'll proceed with the same this. I'll call out names now. So the respective students will answer. Rutuja Patil,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me ampersand of ch.
2004.
2004. What about asterisk and ampersand of z?
Yes.
Safia Desai,
Yes, ma'am.
answer the next one. Ampersand of f.
2007, 2008, 2009, 2010.
And what about the next one? Asterisk of ampersand of f.
1.34.
Yes. So with this, I hope that the two concepts are clearly understood. Now let's move ahead with the next one and understand what is the definition of a pointer. Okay. So we'll start with the concept of pointers. So now in when we try to program, whether we declare a variable of int, float, char, any type, any data type, basically all of these are going to require some memory locations. So that is why we are trying to store them in the computer's memory so that we are able to operate on that data. Okay. Now, what is a pointer? What do you mean by this term pointer? So, pointer is something that is going to help us to store the memory addresses. So, let us go through these slide one by one. Have a look at the first point. Pointer is a special variable that is capable of storing some address. Okay, we are saying that pointer is a special variable. So we mean that it is a variable only. And as we know that what variables do in data structures or what variables will do in C, they are going to store certain values. Like if I say int a is equal to 2 or int x is equal to 15, so it means that x is a variable and that is initialized with certain value or is going to store some value inside it. So similarly, when I say a pointer, pointer is also a variable. Then we say it to be a special variable. Why special variable? Because we always initialize pointers to store the memory addresses. We initialize pointers to hold the memory addresses. We are not storing just values inside a pointer variable. We are going to store memory locations or memory addresses. So that is why pointer is said to be a special variable. Okay, remember that uh, when pointers, normal variables, these all you declare, whatever you declare in data structures will take up memory location. The only difference is that the normal variables are initialized to certain values, like x is equal to 15. When I say pointer, it is also a variable, but it is called as a special variable because we are trying to store memory locations, or we are trying to store memory addresses into the pointers. So what memory addresses, if we have a look at the image here, the memory addresses are starting from 2700. So such values we are going to store, the hexadecimal values we are going to store in the pointer variable. So that is why it is said to be a special variable. So next point, it can store the initial address of any variable or object at points. So we will understand this with example. Let us just try to understand the first part here. See, whenever I told you now, when I said tell me the value, tell me the address of and x, okay, you know int may take 2 bytes or 4 bytes. So practically executing the programs on my system, we have seen it is taking 4 bytes. But whenever we say ampersand of x, when we executed those programs, you saw that only the first value of that address is mentioned. All the 4 bytes, all the 4 memory locations were not mentioned. So what pointer variable is doing here? Pointer variable is just storing the initial address, means the starting address only. Like, have a look at the image here. You have int x is equal to 15. Okay. So 15 is stored at a memory location 2712 and 2713 and so on, 2714 and 2715. So we are not going to mention all the 4 memory locations there. Pointer is not going to mention all the 4 memory locations. When I say ampersand x, it will just tell me the initial address, the starting address from where that variable has started to get stored in the memory. So the starting address or the initial address of that variable or the object is 2712. Then third point, it points to a memory location where the first byte is stored. So this is just a different way of putting forward the same point. So just the first byte where it is stored. So in reality, 15 is going to be stored from where to where? From 2712 to 2715. But a pointer variable will always point only to the first memory byte or the first memory location. So how can we define it now after understanding this? The actual definition of a pointer, you can see in the last point. Pointer is a variable that contains address of another variable in the memory. So remember this definition, pointer is a variable that contains the address. Okay, this much is understood. Pointer is going to be a variable. So we say it is special variable because we are storing memory addresses. So it is a variable which stores address. But whose address does it store? It stores the address of another variable in the memory. So we will understand now the last point here with the help of example. Let us move to the next slide. Okay, so before we move to the example, we'll just understand this. How do we declare and initialize pointers? So have a look at the syntax here. Now, you know the data types, you know int, char, float, double, long, all these. So pointer also will have a data type. A data type we have to mention. So first the syntax goes as you write the data type, give a space, write the asterisk operator and then the pointer name. So this pointer name is any variable name. You can take anything. You can say A, B, C, you can say PTR, P, anything. So an example is given there. Int is the data type, space, asterisk, because asterisk or that indirection operator indicates that it is a pointer variable. So what is the variable name that I have chosen here? It is PTR. Okay, it is said to be PTR. So you could, another example could be, say I will write float star F. I can write char star S, anything. But remember that you should not give space here. Okay, let me show you. There should be no space between this asterisk and the pointer name. You give space, you write data type, give a space, Write asterisk and then the pointer name. Don't give a space here. Now, the next thing is how do you initialize? You just remember the syntaxes so that when we go to the example, you can understand. So how do we initialize a pointer? What do you mean by initialization of a pointer? Whenever we want to use any variables, first thing is we need to declare them. Why do we need to declare them? Because a memory has to be allocated to them. So now here I have declared it. I have said this particular variable, this pointer variable is of type integer. Now I need to initialize it to certain value. So how do I initialize it? Have a look here. We write the pointer name is equal to ampersand variable name. Now, what does ampersand give you? Ampersand gives you the address. So if you look here, PTR is what? PTR is this particular pointer variable is equal to and x, and gives you the address of x. So can anyone tell me this pointer variable is initialized to what value?
X.
No.
Address of the X.
Yes. Pointer variable is initialized to address of x. Okay. Once again, let me go to the previous slide. Pay attention once again here. Okay, you concentrate here on the last point. Pointer is a variable that contains address of another variable. Okay, this much you remember. So we'll come back here now. First, we need to declare a pointer variable. So I have declared it int star ptr, which this asterisk indicates that ptr is a pointer variable. So instead of taking ptr, I could also take as int star x. I would say int star p. Whenever I give asterisk or whenever I give that star, I am saying that that particular variable is a pointer variable. Now, we'll come down to this initializing a pointer. Okay. If I need to initialize this, that is, I'm trying to store some values in my pointer variable. What is the syntax we follow? We give the pointer name is equal to and variable name. Now, yesterday you have studied what this ampersand gives you. What ampersand is used for?
Address.
Address. So we are fetching the address, but of which variable? We are fetching the address of the variable x. So pointer is initialized to store the address of x. So now recall the definition. What is a pointer? Pointer is a variable which is storing the address of another variable. Whose address it is storing? It is storing address of x here. Okay, we'll go to the example and then you will understand this in a better way. So keep these points in mind. We'll go to the example. Okay, the Excel sheet is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now first we'll talk about normal variables. Okay, before we go to pointer variables. See, I have declared a variable a here. Have a look here. I have declared a variable a. I will not initialize. I'll just say int a. So when I say int a, this is declaring a variable. Is it correct? This is how you declare variables. Yes, students, do you remember how do you declare variables?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell me the syntax. How do I declare a pointer variable?
Data type,
Data type, space,
star and pointer name.
Star and
Pointer
pointer.
name.
Correct. So you have a look here at this particular where I've highlighted. Is it a pointer variable?
Yes, ma'am.
Int
Yes,
star
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ptr. Why is it a pointer variable? Because of what? Because of the asterisk
Because it follows-
symbol. Because
It follows syntax of that pointer variable.
means what? Because see, what is the difference between a normal variable? See, if I have to make you understand, you have what is the difference between a normal variable declaration and that of a pointer variable declaration? The only difference is we make use of asterisks or we make use of that star symbol, right? So I'll write it here. I will say int a. This is my normal variable, and if I have to declare a pointer variable, I'll say int star of ptr. So this is a pointer variable. Now tell me, how do I initialize a normal variable? If I have to initialize this int a, how do I initialize it?
Data
We'll directly
type,
write some value.
name and
The variable name. And let me
variable name
initialize. Okay, I'm initializing it to some random value now. Now here, I need to initialize this pointer variable also. Okay, so first let me write the variable name. The variable name is ptr. Now, if I have to initialize this, now you recall the definition of a pointer here.
It stores the memory address of a variable.
A variable, correct, very correct. So have a look at all these points, especially the first point and the last point I want to have a look at. Pointer is a special variable, remember this, because it is capable of holding memory addresses. But whose memory address does it store? It stores the memory address of another variable. So that is how you initialize the pointers. So if I have to initialize this, I will say is equal to, let me just at present write ampersand of a only. We'll just take any variable, I'll say ampersand of a. So what it means, this pointer ptr is holding the memory address of a. Now we'll understand this, we'll have a look at this example. Okay, I have a variable here which is x and I have initialized it to 15. Now here you can see that, assume that this variable x that is initialized to 15 has been stored at a memory location starting from 1002. Now since we are working on this machine, we'll say it is going to take 4 bytes. So the address starts of x from 1002 and goes up till 1005. This much is understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's move ahead now. Then I declare another variable. Okay, int star ptr. Star, the moment you encounter asterisk, it means it is a pointer variable. Now, I told you in the beginning, any variable you declare, it also requires a memory location, correct? So, should ptr also require some memory location? Okay, I'll put it in simple terms. Should the variable ptr, should it also be stored in the memory? Should it also be allocated some bytes?
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
It has to get address.
Yes, it has to be allocated somewhere. So we will assume that I'm storing it at address here. Just write ptr for now. I have not initialized it yet. Okay, we are still in the second statement here. So now ptr is also stored at the memory location. What is the memory location of ptr?
1016.
1016.
1016.
Yes. Please try to answer these questions so that you get the flow, you try to understand. Now next thing will come up to the next statement here. We are here now. I have initialized my pointer variable ptr is equal to and x. Okay. If you want, you can continue it here only. Instead of specifying this semicolon, no, I can write here itself ptr is equal to and x. This is how I can write. Instead of avoiding two statements, even this is fine. Okay. So here I'm here. I have written my pointer variable, and now here for this statement, I'm initializing my pointer variable to some value, and that value is address of x. What is address of x now? Can anyone tell me?
1002.
1002. Correct. Just you remember the notations that we studied, okay? And x will give you the address. Just remember that and replace that particular value here. So and x. So we are looking for this value here, that is 1002. We are not going to mention all the 4 bytes. Pointer variables are always initialized to the starting value of that object or the variable. So the starting value of x, which is 1002. So now this particular pointer variable is storing this. Okay. So now I have indicated an arrow mark here. Have a look here. The value of PTR is 1002. So if you have to go back to the address 1002, which is here, the memory location here, what value is it storing? It is storing the value 15. So this arrow indicates that the pointer variable has been initialized to store the address of X. Has been initialized to store the address of X. Did you follow this much?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you, see, without understanding this basic concept thoroughly, no, if you proceed ahead, you people will have a lot of confusion in writing the programs. So I need to be 110% sure that all of you have thoroughly understood and followed this thing. If you want me to repeat something, I will repeat it again. Please do not hesitate. All the 67 students, did you follow?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now, if you people have followed, you should be able to answer this, okay? You will tell me these values. You tell me if I have to print PTR value, what will it be equal to?
1002.
Correct.
Equal to
1002.
Yes. Anyone has a confusion here? How it is 1002?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Just have a look here. Okay, that is why I have displayed in terms of these memory locations and picture. Have a look here. I am asking you to just print the value of PTR. What is value of PTR? 1002. We'll come down to the next. If I say print ampersand of X, ampersand gives you the address. What is address of X?
1002.
1002.
1000.
Yes, very good. Next, if I ask you to print address of PTR.
1016.
1016.
Correct. 1016. Next, if I ask you to print star PTR, star is indirection operator which gives you what? Value. So star PTR, what should it be?
1002.
1002.
1002.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
15.
No, it's not
15,
1000.
15.
It's
15.
15.
1015.
Correct? 1000, not 1015.
Just 15.
Just 15. Nothing is stored at 1015 here. This memory is blank. Only this address and these 4 bytes are occupied currently. Now, how is this star PTR? Can anyone explain why star PTR is 15?
Because the address of variable is 15.
Because address of that variable X is 15. See, star was giving you what? Remember the concept here again. Star will give you the value. So if I say star PTR, okay, come back to these statements here. Star PTR is equal to and X. This syntax is equal to this. This means the same. So star PTR. First of all, tell me what PTR is storing. PTR is storing what?
PTR is
1000.
storing the address.
1002. So asterisk of 1002 means what? Value. I'm fetching the value
of that address.
Correct. I'll write it here. I said star PTR, which means asterisk. Now replace the value of PTR. Here, you have already found it out here. Value of PTR is 1002.
1000.
So we'll write 1002. So now if I have to get the value, it is going to be what? It is just going to be
15.
equal to 15.
15.
Have a look here at 1002. Star of 1002 is going to give you 15. Then last one.
1002.
Yes.
1002.
1000.
Yes, ma'am. 1002.
Correct. Once again, go through this. Then we will verify this. Okay, we'll verify this with the help of a program. Once again, go through this particular concept. One by one, you go. This is the first point. This is second, third, and trace this. Take 2 minutes and trace, so that you can ask me if you have any doubts.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you please explain once again how we declared and initialized those variables?
Yes. Once again, we will do it. Okay. Now, very basic thing to remember here is you first have to remember the syntaxes. Okay. So you know the syntax. How do you declare a normal variable? We would just say int a, int x, int y, char s, anything. When I say a pointer variable, I need to make use of the asterisk symbol, the star symbol. So whenever I put the data type star, a variable name or a pointer name rather, so that is going to be my pointer variable, that is PTR. Now to initialize, we have declared we need to store values inside my pointer variable. So for this, you remember the definition. The definition says pointers store the memory addresses. So memory address, first of all, let me come down. If I just have to say the memory address, this is how it will be. PTR is a pointer variable, initializing it to the memory address. Memory address is denoted by an ampersand. And we say, the definition says, pointer is a variable which stores the memory address of another variable. So another variable here, which is the another variable? It could be A now here. So I'll just say and A. So we'll come down here. I have declared two variables here. One is a normal variable x, which is initialized to 15, and another is a pointer variable here, which is initialized. We will initialize it now. This is a pointer variable, and here I am initializing it to another variable to store the address of another variable. So the declaration we have understood. The initialization syntax is write the variable name or write the pointer name is equal to, you have to initialize it to the address. Remember these things. You first declare, this is the declaration part and this is the initialization part. So if you remember the definition, it becomes easy. So pointer is a variable, is a special variable which is responsible or which is capable or which is initialized to hold the memory addresses. And when I mean address, I mean ampersand symbol. And whose address? But the question here is, whose address does it store? It stores the address of another variable. We are trying to store here the address of this normal variable. So if you understand now, okay, thoroughly if you understand the definition, see, what pointer is storing which values? It is storing these values. Pointer variables are storing memory location values, but your normal variables are just storing the normal values or those values which you initialize it to. But pointer values or pointer variables are storing these memory location values. They always store the memory location values. Then here x has been initialized to 15, which we are assuming that we are storing at a location starting from 1002 up till 1005. Then pointer is another variable here. So even that will require a memory location. So I have just put it at a memory location of 1016. Now, since I have used this statement here, since I have initialized this pointer variable to the address of x, in simple terms, in English, no, if I have to decode this, it means that the pointer variable is storing the address of x. So, pointer variable, I have pointed it here. The arrow should actually come this side so that you can understand it properly. So, this pointer variable has been initialized to address of x. The address of x here is 1002. So here I have written the value of the pointer variable to be 1002 since it is initialized to the address. Now you just look at this block, okay? You will understand. Have a look at this block. Have a look at the variable x. What is it storing? The normal value which I initialized to be 15. But what about PTR is equal to 1002? What does it tell me? What is 1002 here? It is not the value which I initialized. but it is the memory location. It is this memory location. So pointer variables always store memory locations. Whose memory locations? Of another variable. It could be any variable. For example, if I'll take this variable a, okay, and what I'll do is I will initialize this. I'll make this as pointing to a, and assume that I will start storing a from 1008. This is the variable a. I have not initialized a to anything now, but a is going to take 4 blocks here. We'll take 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a is taking 4 blocks. So this is where a is stored. Now you tell me this, okay? PTR is equal to ampersand of a. So will this value change?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What will be the value of this?
1008.
Correct.
1008.
This will be 1008. So if I have to indicate this with the help of this arrow, we will have to point it here, because now PTR is pointing to ampersand of a. Did you all follow, all of you?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. We are left with 4 minutes. You upload your attendances. We'll just go through the program. Okay. Take a moment, go through the program. Now, I have declared here a variable x which is initialized to 15, which is a normal variable. Then I have star PTR, which is of type integer. Okay, how memory is allocated in detail we will see later, but you know the basic operations. Star is going to indicate it as a pointer, and I have initialized it to variable the address of x. I could also write this, okay, as I've written there. I could also write this as int star PTR is one line. Then I will write it as PTR. See, now I'm not using the asterisk symbol here. Both the ways, you follow this line or you can follow this. Any convention you can follow. And then I'll just initialize it to and x. You can split it in 2 statements or you can write it in a single statement. Now here, I just want you to tell the values, okay? What value is this? See here, we did in that Excel sheet here. I asked you these values. Okay. So we took here, decimal values, not hexadecimal. So if this is correct, if the tracing has come out correct, in the programming also it should be correct. So we are just trying to understand that. Okay. Did you go through this? What PTR will be?
Address of x.
Address of x.
Address of x. No, some some hexadecimal value we are going to get. Let me run this program. I'll save this. Have a look now. Here, in the Excel sheet, you had told me that the value of PTR is going to be address, which is 1002. since this is working in hexadecimal now, we will get the addresses will get in hexadecimal. We have made use of star p there, percentage p there, the format specifier for pointers. Then address of x and the value of ptr should be same. So these both addresses are same here. If I have to verify it, we'll go to the Excel sheet here. Have a look here. This was, I'm left with less than a minute. I guess we will have to continue this in the next session. Never mind, till it automatically ends, we'll continue. So this is initialized to AND X. This is the current state now. So PTR, we have got a hexadecimal value there. Let us verify here. Even this value changes to 1002. So observe PTR value and the addresses both are same here. We'll go back to our program. So these both are same. Next, the address of PTR has to be a new value there, which